Planning to move your system, apps, and files to a faster SSD, but it is smaller than your old hard drive? It is totally possible. The secret sauce is removing all unnecessary files and apps and shrinking your drive volume. And in this video, we will show you how to do it, step by step. You'll learn how to prepare, how to clone your old drive without losing a single bit, and what to do after the first boot. And if you want to skip ahead, check the timestamps in the description below. Before we begin, let's set expectations on time. Plan to spend about 30 to 60 minutes. The actual cloning time will depend on your old drive size, its data transfer speed, and whether you're using a USB enclosure to connect a new drive. Larger drives or slower connections will take longer. The MultiDrive software we'll be using for cloning will show you a more precise time estimate. During the process, you'll need the following equipment: a screwdriver with a small Phillips head to swap drives, and a USB enclosure to connect your new SSD for cloning if you don't have spare drive bays on your PC. To make the cloning process smoother, let's do several system checks. 1. Check if your drive partition style and BIOS mode align. Press Windows and X, choose Disk Management. Right-click your disk on the left, select Properties, then open the Volumes tab. Note whether the partition style says GPT or MBR. To check your BIOS mode, press Windows and R, type this, and press Enter. Find the BIOS mode line. UEFI systems need GPT, legacy BIOS systems need MBR. Make sure they match. If they don't, check the link to our troubleshooting guide in the description below. 2. Check your drive's health. Press Win and E to open File Explorer. Right-click your system volume and choose Properties. Switch to the Tools tab and click the Check button. Windows will check the drive and fix errors. 3. If you have Windows 11, update your operating system to clone the latest version. Press Win and X and choose Settings. And go to Windows Update and click Check for Windows updates. Wait until all available updates are installed. 4. Disable BitLocker if it's on. Cloning an encrypted drive can cause boot issues. So if your PC is running Windows Pro, Enterprise, or Education editions, it's better to temporarily turn BitLocker off. If you're using Windows Home Edition, skip this step because BitLocker isn't available on Home Edition. To turn BitLocker off, click Start, type BitLocker, and select Manage BitLocker from the list of results. Click Turn off BitLocker. 5. Now it's time to remove unnecessary files and apps from the old drive. On your desktop, right-click the recycle bin and choose Empty. Then delete temporary files. Click Start and then Settings. Go to System, click Storage, then Temporary Files. Wait for Windows to analyze all categories, then select All and click Remove Files. Lastly, uninstall old unnecessary apps. In Windows Settings, choose Apps. Sort them by size and remove the largest ones which you don't use. If your drive is HDD, defragment it. The SSD doesn't need that. Click Search, type defragment, and choose Defragment and Optimize Drives. Then select your hard drive and click Optimize. Windows will find all the pieces of your files scattered around the drive and reorder them so that each file's fragments are stored together in one contiguous block. Once you've freed up some extra space, it's time to shrink your partition. Press Windows and X, choose Disk Management. Now pay attention to the partition order. Here our main partition is the last one with nothing behind it. That's okay. But if you have your recovery partition after the main one, you won't be able to shrink your main partition. To rearrange the partitions, use a third-party tool like NeoB. If partition order is correct, right-click your partition and choose Shrink Volume. Windows will analyze the space available for shrinking. Make sure that the amount of space to shrink is set to the maximum available. Then click Shrink. Now it's time to install MultiDrive, a free professional tool that we'll be using for cloning. Go to multidrive.io and click Download. Download a regular installer. Double-click the executable file, then agree with the user agreement and click Install. Wait a little, and then run MultiDrive. Go to Clone. Select your old source drive on the left, the new drive, target, on the right. Double-check the selection, old drive on the left, new drive on the right. This is important because the target drive will be completely wiped and filled with data from the source drive. Then click the Options button and drag sliders to select all available partitions except an unallocated space to the right. Turn off the setting called Mount Target Drive upon task completion. If Windows auto-mounts the clone drive, that could confuse things on first boot because the system will see two identical devices and won't be able to choose which to boot from. Finally, click the clone button to start the process. Confirm by typing yes. Here at the bottom, you'll see an estimated time. Once cloning is complete, you'll see a success tag. Shut down the PC. Now it's time to swap the drives. Open your PC or laptop, remove the old drive, and install the new SSD in its place. For SATA drive, you need to connect power and SATA cables. Once done, close everything up and press the power button. The first boot may take a little longer as Windows recognizes the new hardware and installs the necessary drivers. That's totally normal. When your desktop appears, that means you've successfully booted from your new SSD. Sometimes cloned SSD won't boot. Don't panic. Check the link to our troubleshooting guide in the description. Now let's verify the new cloned drive. Press Windows and X, choose Disk Management. You should see your new SSD with all its partitions listed. The EFI or system partition, your Windows C drive, and a recovery partition. All of them should show as healthy. You'll notice unallocated space at the end of your drive. You need to extend your partition to claim that space and use the full capacity of your new drive. Right-click your SSD and select Extend Volume. In the Extend Volume wizard, click Next. Make sure the amount of space is set to the maximum available. Click Next, then Finish. Now you can use the full capacity of your new SSD. Once you've confirmed the new drive boots perfectly and everything looks correct, it's time to securely wipe the old drive. MultiDrive can do it too. Plug your old drive in via your USB enclosure. In MultiDrive, choose Erase, select the old drive, and click the Erase button. Confirm by typing Yes. MultiDrive permanently removes all data from your old drive, so you can repurpose it as extra storage, sell it, or recycle it safely. And that's it. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And if you still have any questions, comment down below.